Hello, everybody. Back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Monday the 15th, and today was a gorgeous day outside. Weather-wise, it was warm. Then start off chilly, then got kind of warm, and then it got chilly again in the very late evening, but not early enough to cool the house down much. But woke up this morning. Was one of those things where I wake up and I'm like, hey, I got plenty of time. Look at that. And then somehow I think I forgot that my dog coming. So having those things where I thought, oh, I got kind of an hour plus. I'm like, nope, I guess I'm getting up right now. So that happened. I need to learn that thing when I look at my watch, and it's time to basically, you know, get up and just it is what it is. So got up though, got the dog inside, had actually let the other dogs out first, and they brought the pup by, came in, took him out back, let him play around a little bit, let him get kind of a little bit rowdy and rough, and then basically brought him in, got them to settle down a little bit, just kept them quiet until my wife got up. I had talked to my dentist over the weekend and basically said I need to get in and see him again because my jaw was hurting up in the cheek area, the gums, the bone spur thing, where the hell was coming back. So basically, whatnot. He said, call the office, or the office was supposed to call me. Didn't hear nothing, didn't hear them. So I called the office a couple times, kept getting voicemails, nobody was calling me back. So I basically hit him up on my cell phone again, and I'm like, hey, I've been trying to call the office, and I heard nothing from nobody. I need to know what's going on here. I'm not going to wait around until my neck and shoulder and stuff get so infected again that I have all this crazy pain and run the risk of dying from infection. And they said, can you get here at 11:45? I said, 100%, absolutely, I can be there. So I was like, cool. So got a few other things done here in the house. The people who are picking up Zoe, I talked to them and said, hey, there's a small chance if I can get in early, I won't be here when you pick the dog up. Or she goes, just call me, text me or and stuff if you get an appointment at the dentist earlier than that. If not, we'll pick him up pick her up about 8 o'clock. And a little bit after 8, I got a text saying, oh my God, we just woke up. We overslept. We didn't get in until like 2. They were super late flight and whatnot. So I said, hey, take your time. No hurry at all. Hadn't even heard back from the dentist yet. At that point, I had not heard nothing. They came pick the dog up and stuff. I later heard from the dentist. He said I could be at 11:45. So I already had the one dog gone. All I had was a puppy and Bruce here, so not a big deal. Went ahead, got a couple other things taken care of. Nothing major, just simple things. And I waiting around. Took off, rode the bike up to go see the dentist just because it's beautiful weather and why not. So got up there, and basically I'm there about 15, 20 minutes early like I like to be to everything, and walked in and said, hey, just so you know I'm here. And he goes, oh, they're running a little bit behind and stuff. It'll be a little bit if you want to wait. And I'm like, oh, of course I want to wait. My jaw hurts like shit. But I'm like, why didn't you let me know this? Like, you had my number clearly. But I was like, okay, because it's like a half an hour drive, so I can run home kind of thing. And you knew before I walked in that door there was an issue, and I was like, or hell, I could even stopped at Home Depot or Lowe's or some shit up here. It don't matter what it is. So I said, I'm not gonna wait inside. I don't want to be sitting here in a mask with a bunch of other people who sit right next to you and don't have a damn no concern for nothing. So I'm already got the infection in my jaw. I don't need to add extra chance of germs and shit around me. So went stood outside, and it's that weird thing. There's no real bench right in front of their place, so I'm standing around in the shade across the little kind of the parking lot area thing there. Probably should have just sat on the motorcycle. So I could have seen the front door from there, but it is what it is. I was like, I want to make sure they see me out here. So I was out there for about, I don't know, 45 minutes or more. And I was like, holy shit, like, what's going on? Like, how long does this fucking take? And I didn't want to be like that, like, hey, where the hell am I getting in here stuff? And at that point, one person had finally left. Nobody else even walked to that building yet at that point. I was like, well, this is great. So I was like, hell, at that point, I knew I needed to go pee. Like, I was going inside, asked to use the restroom, want to remind them I'm there. Also, without being a dick, like, hey, why aren't you seeing me yet type thing. So I basically finished up, and she goes, oh, da, da, da. So I basically head back out. An hour goes by. I finally get called in to fill out the paperwork and stuff. I'm like, you guys have my information. Like, what the hell are you talking about here and stuff? Had to answer all the COVID questions. Have you had any symptoms? And are you positive of COVID right now? And I'm like, yeah, I'm positive of COVID. I'm coming to the fucking... No, I'm not positive of COVID, you idiot. I'm, whatever. So I answered those two questions. Like, okay, you just have a seat. We can wait. I'm like, why am I waiting inside again with these other people? Like, I want to get the... I'm like, whatever. So sat there for God knows how long again. Finally taking back the whole rinse with the antibacterial mouthwash and stuff. I'm like, just give me the cup that you just gave me the liquid in. Let me spit it in that. So you put the stupid suction cup in my mouth, and or the suction hose, it's just annoying as hell. So finally she's like, well, let me do as it is, and da-da-da. I said, it's way up top. Like I said last time, you guys didn't seem to understand. It's way up top and stuff. And she's like, I said, no, like way up here. Like I pointed stuff, and I said, then she's like, okay. I said, give me a pointy pokey stick thing, your little pick, and I'll put it on it, and you look in there at the mirror, see what I'm talking about. And she goes, I don't think that's necessary. And I'm like, well, you got to find the spot I'm talking about. Like, what the hell? So went ahead and stuff, and sure enough, she's like, looks at the stuff, and she took an x-ray of it, whatever. And then from there, he comes in. He was in there for, I don't know, 2.5 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes is my guess. And he's like, oh, he goes, that's, I said, yes, it's way up there. He goes, oh, he goes, I think that's a bone spur. I'm like, what's the x-ray say? Like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't really show. I'm like, what the hell? Center stuff. And he goes, he kind of picks the poke, the prick. And I said, okay. I said, up. I said, like, same spot. And I'm poking. I said, can't you just flake it off if it's like a chunk of bone spur like it was last time that I was able to knock out myself with my fingernail? Can't you just poke at it? And he goes, oh, I can't do that. That'd be just, that's inhumane. It's going to be hurt. And I said, yeah, of course it's going to hurt, but just pick at it and get it off there. He goes, I need to go to oral surgeon. I'm like, just pick it off there. If there's a chunk, just knock it out of there. I got the mouthwash at home, the antibacterial mouthwash. I'll use it for the next couple weeks. We'll be good to go. Just pick it off there. He's like, it's going to hurt. I said, you're fucking right, it's going to hurt. Just go damn do it. I said, I won't scream out in pain here. I'm going to just handle this fine. I won't make a noise, won't scare your customers. Just pick at it with the pick. Certain stuff. So he basically picks at the pick a few times. He goes, am I hurting you? I'm like, you're fucking right, you're hurting me. But pick at it with the pick. And that's certain stuff. And the third time, he's like, give it one good pick and it doesn't come off, I'll go see the oral surgeon. He's certain stuff, sees anything, and he hooks in there and yanks on it. And I felt my head move. And I'm like, oh, that little metal prongy pick thing moves my head. I'm like, I guess it's stuck. So now it hurts like hell, and it's also worse. I'm like, okay, whatever. He goes, I'll get you a referral to an oral surgeon. I'm like, great, whatever. So I'm going to go in there. It sounds like they're going to cut my gum open inside. They're going to flay it out, I assume, like they would anything else. He didn't tell me this. I'm just going by knowledge of what's going to have to happen. He says, you got to see an oral surgeon. I know what they're going to do. They're going to basically slice it like a little, 4 little X lines, kind of like a big X. They're going to peel my skin back, and they're going to take a grinder to it and grind down this giant bone spur I have grown out of my damn jaw here, which I believe probably is left over from the butcher I saw as a kid when I had horrible insurance or no insurance and no money, growing up shit poor, and basically fucked my teeth up. I'm sure that's exactly what it was, because I've had a big bump there in that jawbone since. And what happened, I think, was when I saw this dentist the last time when he's putting the crown in, he'd put like some spacers or gauze or plot, whatever the hell it was, to hold my mouth open farther there, and I'm 99% positive he split that gum open, and it's just never really healed because there's so much bone mass behind it from the bone spur growing back in behind there. So yay, I get to go see a surgeon. So I believe there, I basically head straight to the surgeon's office, which is only like, I don't know, 8-minute right away. I go there, instead of calling on the phone, a lot of times I find it's better just to go see people in person. You can kind of get a little bit more of a smoothie, more of a, please come get me in type thing, and blah, blah, blah. So I sent her stuff, kind of told her I'm here, set up new appointment. She asked the name. I'm like, oh, I said all new appointment stuff, got referred here by another dentist, and da-da-da. And she's like, okay, it's going to be the end of April at the earliest we can get you in to see you. And I'm like, really? And I said, I was referred to by a dentist and stuff, and this night. She goes, what do you have needed done? I said, well, I have a bone spur growing out of my jaw that's getting infected for the second time. And the first time the blood poisoning got me pretty good. It really sucked, and I was kind of hoping I might be able to get in and see somebody maybe a little bit sooner than that, than a month and a half away for initial consultation. And I was like, I can see somebody today if they want to, like I can hang around here. You tell me the time, I'll be here, like whatever you want to do. Like whatever. And she's like, oh, okay. And she like read the paperwork and stuff, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah. Hold on a minute. So she comes back. She's like, can you be here Friday? Or yeah, Friday at like 9:45 or 11? Or it was now. Anyway, one of the things 9:45 or 11. I don't remember what it is now. So 9 o'clock. I don't know. I've never wrote it down. I'll have to call him and ask him what my appointment is for. But I think it's 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock on Friday. I don't know. Got something. I said, yes, I can be here. You tell me when, I'll be here. So I'm going to see him this Friday. Yay. So got that figured out there. From there, rode home, talked to my wife and stuff. Actually, on the way there, I texted her as I'm riding over there saying, hey, do our insurance work with this oral surgeon? She's like, yep. I said, cool. So then stuff, get my information, got my packet to bring home. So I was like, cool, I can fill it out, take it back up to him Friday, and go from there. I don't think they're doing any work for me Friday. They're just going to do the initial consultation and see if any more antibiotics or blah, blah, whatever. So that was the fun part there. Got back home. Ride went uneventful. Got back to the house. There was a semi overturned on 95. I don't know what it was hauling. It looked like it was holding like plastic crates like you would haul strawberries in, but it was like looked like sod, but I don't know, those little plugs of sod. I don't know what it was. It was like something green, but I don't know what it was. So all over the damn side of the road, ironically on the fast lane on the inside of the median. So I don't know. It was kind of a strange place for the semi to end up. It looked like it got blown over. Like I didn't see no other marks, no other cars, and nothing. So who knows? And it was cleaned up by the time my wife came back. She had to go up there to Port Orange also for a mammogram this afternoon. So that didn't make a difference. It was already cleaned up when she came home. So it didn't take long, I guess. Went ahead, got back here to the house, played with the puppy, got him out and stuff. Everything else is great. He was kind of mad at me for leaving him alone for a while there. And get over it. You're a puppy. You're going to have to learn to, be on your own every once in a while. So went ahead, played with him for a while and stuff, got a couple things done. Rinse my mouth out with that stupid, disgusting mouthwash that makes everything taste like medicine. It's so gross. From there, we went and got our puppy walk / run in. I got him back to the house. I went and did my own run because he's not ready for running yet. He can't stay focused. He's trying to trip me and stuff, and then I'm dragging him, and it's just makes it miserable. So I go for the puppy walk, and then I come back and I get my run in, which works out because he's already wore out from the walk, and then he don't care about being in the house by himself while I go run. So it works really well. Or him and Bruce, I guess, not running the house by himself, but it is what it is. So from there, hung around a little bit. Basically got everything done. Got showered. They came pick the puppy up. Karen basically said, hey, coming back to Memory Ground, I just leaving there, heading home. Like, cool, no big deal. So I basically went through and made dinner. We got I'll get the pack of Hawaiian sweet rolls, slice it in half, throw on some mayonnaise, some Dukes, whatever on there, and then I'll throw in like some ham, turkey, salami, whatever I have in the fridge. I'll put on some different cheeses. This time it's white American. I think my wife liked it. And then usually some the Presidente Baby Swiss. I think it's Baby Swiss. But throw on the other side of stuff. Basically brown it up in the oven, chuck them over together, and basically eat like little sliders and stuff. Very good. We're a big fan of it. I don't know. I think I might want to try it next time with not quite so much cheese, maybe, because it's a lot of cheese. So something happened. I don't know if the ham was extra wet or the turkey was extra wet. I don't know what it was, but something like boiled out. Like I had tons of water on there this time. I have no idea. Like I was water in the pan. Like it was really weird. So, but it still tasted good. Went ahead and rocked that thing out. Watched some Netflix. Hung out a little bit. Played some pinball. Had a great time. Headed out here. Enjoyed myself. A beautiful cigar. Gorgeous weather. It was actually chilly enough. I did not need the fan, which was nice. I started off the fan. I turned the fan off. Had the fan on in the bedroom. Get away from me, bug. But had the fan on in the bedroom all night, blowing in the afternoon, blowing in the house, bringing the cooler air so the bedroom gets cooler quicker. Hopefully we get sleep a little better. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.